I sometimes don't declare myself in chat. I just lurk around. How's everyone doing? Hi, Garlic. Did y'all have a good weekend?
Oh, the Moy here with a subscription, our original subscriber.
The first and original,
Yeah.
the Moy.
Subscribed before anyone else. So of course, everyone who, I'm guessing there's no one new here, but our analog alerts, of course the Moy gets a blessing from the Monkey King. So the Moy, may you get 3 Battle Royale victories in one day this week. Blessings to you. And then, of course, the chat says,
LLMK.
Long live the Monkey King, or LLMK.
Long live the Monkey King. Let me know. Or long live Mortal Kombat. I like that play.
I'm going to request the Moy that whatever Battle Royale you're playing, this week that you play with me, because I'd like to be part of those wins. So, anyways.
Whoa, there's a conditional blessing.
It wasn't conditional. He's gonna get them, but
Oh, Griff Dog's been watching Adobo and Rice cooking. Adobo and Rice is a food streamer that we raided into one afternoon on Thursday, and it was fantastic because he was doing a stream doing different tests of homemade ramen, like how to make it and then how to save it or like pack it for later use, for later ramen cooking. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards we raided into a DJ who was playing like late 80s, 90s slow jams. And I was like, what is happening? I think this streamer was great too because they were, they had like music videos. They didn't have every music video for every song, but they did have some music video for the song. And it was just really like fun. It was great. It was definitely the Thursday I wanted to have. But
Garlic says homemade ramen. Stop. You're making me hungry. Yes. Yeah, it was really fun. Plumpy Thimble in the chat. Daryl with 1 R in the chat. Hey friends. Daryl with an R. I saw you.
Whoa.
Not really. But
Creepy.
I saw you in the math trade.
Oh yeah, Andrew participated in the first math trade of the year.
You probably didn't see me because my screen name is different. Hi, my old screen name. But anyways, I saw you got some trades in there. So
what did you get for your math trade?
Yeah, did you get any good trades, Daryl with an R? I didn't see what your trades were, but I just saw your name pop up in one of the chats. Yeah, Plumpy Thimble. Math trades are great. They feel like some sort of magic that I don't understand. I just, I never get as many trades as I probably really am hoping for, but it still feels like magic, and it's always exciting. And I got less trades this time. I got in really late into this one. I only found out about the trade happening with like 30 hours left, so I popped my stuff up there, which just reduces eyes on the games that I have to offer. But anyways, I felt really satisfied with my trades. But
Board to Play, how's it going tonight? Good. I feel like Monday is really exciting because I love hearing what people did over the weekend. The math trade was a big thing, I feel like, for us board game wise, because we drove up and dropped off the games. And the funny thing was we were making lemon crinkle cookies for a friend, and Andrew got me like a chorizo hand pie. It was really good, but I was frantically trying to finish these cookies, and then we were driving up to drop off these games for the math trade, and I just got like so ravenous and hungry and upset because I didn't eat my hand pie, my chorizo hand pie. So Andrew dropped off the games at a place called the Ray Gun Lounge, and then there was a pizza by the slice place right like one block over, and he saved the day. And the pizza was really good too. And we almost forgot our baby monitor. The baby's still good. And then Daryl with 1 hour wants to know what games we got to the trade. And Legends.
I traded 2 games. I traded away the legendary edition of the Island of El Dorado. If you guys are familiar with it, it's a game that was kickstarted a while back. It's run a few Kickstarters actually, and it's really pretty. Graphic design is amazing, and it's kind of billed as like this gateway game where you roll 2 dice and you choose one for movement and one for gathering and stuff. Anyways, I was really excited about it when I got it in a trade a few years back, and then upgraded a few things by getting in on the most recent Kickstarter. But then at some point I just read enough reviews of people not liking it as much, and then reading through the rule book, it just didn't feel as accessible or as gateway-y as I wanted it to be. And I just wasn't seeing myself. I'd had it long enough, and I wasn't seeing myself really using it to introduce people who were more like
board game adjacent.
Board game adjacent or whatever. So, I went on the outgoing pile, and so I traded that away, and then I traded Gugong away, which was we played Gugong.
We love Gugong.
We loved it so much that I sought out a Kickstarter version because it's way super deluxified and upgraded. So I still have my original edition that I wanted to get rid of. So I traded both those away, and I got some money, and I got Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation out of the trade, which I'm really excited about because it's super out of print and hard to find. It's kind of expensive normally, but I'm really satisfied with that trade. So Board Game Barrage talked about it recently. I've known about it for a while. It's a Dr. Knizia game, which anything Dr. Knizia I'm in love with. Lord of the Rings IP is super awesome. And this one just seems like super thematic and super easy to learn and play. And I think it's one that we will probably enjoy a lot.
And also that we listened to the Board Game Barrage episode where they talk about the confrontation, and it got me excited. Though I always want to play the Fellowship, and then I always feel so like emotionally like we're in a really bad spot, and I always like have a hard time thematically, even though it's doing a good job with the theme. But I'm like, I don't want to be the like ragtag like underdogs. I want to like be the evil overlords in power. But wait, so rewind. The Puppy Thimble says, I tell you, these board game streams are all pushing me away from board games and into a new culinary hobby. Puppy Thimble, I feel like those are the 2 directions I'm moving, like, head first. Like, I just feel like, and maybe it's just we're home, like pandemic, it's like, how do you deluxify your life? You play board games and you make good food. So, and I feel like the funny thing too is like, I think I can, well, at least cooking wise, I can dabble and experiment more because we don't have friends who are coming over, and then I feel like self-conscious about the thing I made. Like, oh, is it good? Is it not? Like, I get to like try stuff out, and then like the only person disappointed is me or Andrew. And Andrew typically is like, it's great. But Andrew likes to like things. Yeah. So. And
Mrs. Moy, the chorizo hand pies.
Oh, I told her.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Met Market. They're just in the cafe.
So good.
Highly recommend. Great breakfast.
The Gugong, like, that Gugong is probably the one game that you, like, played, loved, and then, like, tried to upgrade. I don't know if there's been like games that are like that for you.
Yeah, it's tough because I traditionally I've gotten in on in on Kickstarters when they're in Kickstarter, and then I have a hard time getting them to the table for whatever reason, or like they just take a while to get played because I have too many games anyways. And so Gugong was one that I think it and Edo Deluxe both were on Kickstarter at the same time, and I decided to get Edo Deluxe because I already had Gugong, and I hadn't played it yet, so I was like, I haven't been able to get this played yet, so like I don't need to buy a second copy of this game, even though I'm really excited to play it. Anyways, so they both were expensive, and I didn't want to buy both in the same month. So anyways, the thing is, when you do it that way, you end up it feels bad because you just end up paying more. But if you get a bad game when trying to predict which ones are going to get played, then you waste money too. So who knows?
It's hard.
There's not really a good answer to it. But
and then Griff Dog Met Market makes some very nice food, and some very nice, like the cookie is also very good at the Met Market. And I've never heard of Lord of the Rings Confrontation, but it seems like something even the term confrontation, I feel like that's up our alley in terms of the games we like to play, which is not very cooperatively and more head to head. And then the Legends, that I want to know what your favorite of the lot is. Or actually, I don't know if that's fair, because that seems like a lot of different games. And which did you like of which, like, what's it called? Like, weight. Like, which was your favorite lighter game?
Also,
of the
we
lot?
have some subscriptions
wow.
we gotta call out here. We got Why That Play. You get a blessing.
Oh my gosh. There was a wire that I taped down, and then it just popped up, and I just startled myself. So, Why That Play? Thank you for the subscription. You, I don't know if you like scary movies, but if you like scary movies, may you have a good scare in the scary movies. And if you don't like scary movies, may you not see one accidentally. Like, we have a friend who, what's that? Sorry, there's like the screen is like flashing.
We just got a hype train started. You gotta get those blessings out there.
Oh no. Okay, but
you're falling behind.
If you don't like scary movies, hopefully you don't see any. Because I don't know why that wire.
What if they
popping
do? What
up.
if they do like scary?
No,
movies?
that's why I said
okay,
if they like scary movies, that they watch one they really like, and if they don't like scary movies, then there's nothing, like, they don't accidentally see a scary trailer or something. I don't know if that's relevant to you, Why That Play, but sometimes the Monkey King is kind of off. Anyways,
Dog.
And then wait, Mrs. Moy.
Oh shoot, yeah, we missed that too.
Mrs. Moy, congratulations on your new job. May it be a lot of fun, and they quickly see that you are awesome. And wait, now I'm trying to think of, what is it? Shoot.
This is a
sorry. I'm so sorry.
But
Mrs. Moy, congrats on your new job.
And may they realize you're awesome very quickly. I mean, they hired her, right? So they're hoping she's awesome.
But it's like, they know she's awesome, but will they know? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. And then Griff Dog, thank you so much for the subscription. May you have some good visits to the local Seattle board game shop soon. Possibly the one, we were in Braina Jar's stream, and we realized there's some really cool spots in Bremerton. So maybe a meetup sometime. Maybe you have a cool meetup.
How are we getting just like a random hype train on a Monday? Thank
you,
everyone.
Thank
this
you.
Is crazy.
Sorry, I feel like the Monkey
this.
King's blessings have been kind of off, because I didn't expect it. So thank you everybody for your generosity. Oh, it's still going. Daryl with 1R. May the next game that you create be successful and have a clear font that is cohesive with the rest of the game, and it's just, effortlessly paired, that font and that game. And then Plumpy Thimble, I hope that the next cooking adventure, the next recipe that you try out is good, and maybe share it with Andrew and Pia. I recently tried out these lemon crinkle cookies, and I was really worried that they wouldn't be good, but they ended up being a hit. We picked them. We had to pick lemon. Well, not we had to. I wanted to make lemon cookies because we have a friend who who ironically likes, but sort of actually likes, natural light, like Natter Days. If you've seen them, they're sometimes put in the produce section, and they have a tagline, an enormous tagline on this beer. It's like a light beer, and it says, "For those who like strawberry lemonade and drinking beer." That's on the can. That whole sentence. For those who like strawberry lemonade and drinking beer. So we made a lemonade, like a lemon, like themed cookie. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm like leaning forward. You gotta know about this natural light, this Natter Day. Anyways, so I was really nervous to make this cookie because I haven't made it, and I was nervous to make it for people because I hadn't eaten it before, and it turned out good. So Pumpy Thimble.
They always turn out good. I don't know why you're ever nervous. She's a good baker.
Tamale party. I don't know if we are like.
Also, Garlic asked us if we'd play Q-Birds. We haven't yet, but they said it was on Board Game Arena, which
I've seen the box around.
I've seen it on there. So you said it's pretty good. So definitely puts that on our radar. And then also I see So Very Wrong About Games. Welcome to the stream. They are saying, I think that's about Lord of the Rings Confrontation. It's from 2002. Also, congratulations on winning Podcast of the Year on Board Game Geek.
Oh, congrats! So Very Wrong About Games? Look at you!
Also,
that's awesome.
That's a really huge achievement, so that's awesome. Especially in a year where probably people listen to a lot more podcasts.
Oh, yeah. We have.
Yeah.
Andrew plays podcasts. Like, he finds if there's like a good review on a podcast, he'll like find it and like play it for me, because a podcast is better at convincing me to play a game than Andrew ever can, which I feel bad. It's not that I don't know. Usually Andrew just wants to play all the games, so I'm like, sure, Andrew, sure.
Also, why that place is that they like scary movies, but they don't scare them. So.
Robin won't watch them. Do you know that we did Extra Life, and I like talked about how I would, if we raised a certain amount of money, I would watch it, which isn't very scary for most people, but it's scary for me. And then it was around Halloween, and someone tied a red balloon on a storm drain near our house, and it freaked me out when I was driving to work. Mm-hmm. But I'm a baby when it comes to scary movies.
Miss Moy says, my new boss quoted Paul Wall today, and I finished the lyrics, so we're off to a good start. Congratulations. Anytime you can finish your boss's sentence in the first day, that's a good thing. The executive at my old job, who she retired now, but back when I was new and she was around, she was a big deal in the industry as well, but every interaction I had with her was so awkward. I'd like say a joke and then she just looked at me like, is that so? Or like,
I love her.
I think she was messing with me a little bit, but anyways, we are now friends, so so it worked out, but it was a lot of awkward interactions.
But I think, yeah, you're right. I think she likes to mess with people in that way.
Yeah, she would kind of mess with new people.
Panic Games also likes Q-Birds. I feel like I remember a few games that you have mentioned Panic liking, and I'm like, I like that game too. I feel like we have a similar taste.
Yeah, Brandon Jar, it's the same thing for couples with Miguel. Suggests a game I often won't be interested until I've seen it elsewhere. You know, we all get hyped on games in different ways, so.
So Andrew's he's got better luck if he shows me that other people like it and not just him.
So for everyone who's talking about Q-Birds, give us the pitch real quick so that because I don't even know what type of game it is.
I only know the I can cover.
Imagine the cover.
Also, Daryl with 1 R. Yes, I agree. Where does that emote come from, Plumpy Thimble? In 2019, I watched it, and then immediately the next day, I watched it, Chapter 2, because my girlfriend wanted me to watch it.
Ooh, yeah, that's a heavy 2 days. Or an intense 2 days.
I know that, like, we have a friend that loves scary movies, and he said that the book is just good, and so I was like, I want to watch it just because it's like a cultural touchstone. Is that a term? Like it's just referenced culturally, but I just don't like scary movies. I like even thrillers. I get like really scared, and I've developed a technique to cover my eyes and cover my mouth and plug my ears all at the same time, so that I don't scream in the theater. And I like plug my ears like this, but then my glasses get all like ton of fingerprints. I don't know why I watch scary movies.
The best part about Pia watching it was we live in an apartment, and the volume of the room and the TV is always stressing Pia out, even though
I don't want to be a noisy neighbor.
Our baby screams at the top of his lungs, and they don't even hear him. It's pretty good sound.
We didn't have that baby before.
That's true. We didn't know this at the time. Anyways, we've been loud before, and it's never been a problem. But so the best part about it was Pia was trying to do her technique of covering all the orifices on her head, and then also trying to manage the volume of the TV, but she would have to take her hand off to manage the volume, but it would make her too scared, and it was impressive. It was a fun thing to watch. I still haven't seen the movie, actually, so...
Yeah, K-Pax, he, like, went through a BuzzFeed, like, the scariest moments of it, and he just told me all the spoilers, and I still got scared. But I don't know, I just, like, want to know what people are talking about, so I will look up, like the synopsis, or not even the synopsis, like, the whole story of, like, scary movies, just to know. But then sometimes I freak myself out. Anyways. So, same as Robin, that is. Mm-hmm. Miguel's the same. He is happy with whatever I choose. He's always happy with whatever I choose. Oh, wait. I missed the part at the beginning there.
Also, yeah, so they're talking about buying games, and that they buy... Why That Play just buys games that they want, and then Robin is happy to try them. And then Brain and Jar...
That's great.
Said the same thing with Miguel.
Yeah, you do plenty of research. I know you typically are thinking a lot about... He thinks about our game group a lot, and also Andrew's teaching the games too, so he kind of understands weight, like the weight of the games and whatnot. Watch Hereditary for a nice, light, fun scare.
Yeah, we know about that. I don't know if I can handle Hereditary.
I think the problem is like not only do we have to handle the actual movie, but then we have to handle the subsequent nights afterwards where I'm just like freaked out and like running around. I think in college I would watch procedural dramas which are not scary at another dorm, and then afterwards it would end at like 11 and I would run back to my dorm because I didn't want to be outside.
Why That Play says in 5 years since getting into games, Robin has only bought 2 games, Splendor and K2. And they've happily played them. Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah. I mean, I think you've bought maybe more than 2 games, but they've all been fun to play. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes, what'll happen is when we go into a game store, there'll be one that the art really is striking to Pia, and so. I'm more than happy to always say yes in those situations.
Because there's buy-in, right?
Yeah.
Like, I picked it and whatnot. Sometimes I think I have struck out, though, because, like, it is purely like I like how this looks. And I do really care about how games look, but I don't do any research. And then, like, we play it, but then compared to the other games we have in our collection, they just can't really, like, compete. And we have a small apartment, so we can't, like, keep it for very long. But, yeah.
Panic Games tweeted a month of scary movies last October to introduce my daughter
to the genre.
And then Plumpy Thimble, horror movies get a lot worse for me after I had a kid. That makes sense. I can understand that. And then also, I don't know if I ever want to watch them again, but they were great.
Oh man. So, I mean, I didn't watch Midsommar, however people like to pronounce it, but I definitely read the explanation because one of my friends, the one who likes it, was like trying to convince us to watch it.
We almost watched it.
We almost watched it, and then me and my friend Rectangles, who's sometimes in the chat, freaked ourselves out, and we're like, "What are we doing? We're not gonna be able to handle this." And I know that it's more disturbing than like like scary, but
Mhm.
sometimes that stuff is like just kind of lingers a lot, like around longer. I don't know, but I think what it is, I don't know why I keep trying to watch scary movies, but maybe it is like it's I mean, people like watching scary movies because it's like it's the intensity and then the release and like the relief afterwards, and I like the relief.
I just can't handle it.
I can't handle the intensity.
And then Board Game Feast says, I was terrified of horror movies for years. I've only started to appreciate them in the last few years. And then Plumpy Thimble, I even like the American remakes too, but both are separate ways. Oh, that was the Let the Right One In Scandinavian version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that actually. But oftentimes foreign horror movies are even more scary than American ones.
Yeah.
Because American ones can be a bit predictable, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Board Game Feast, I definitely was so scared that I think what happened was when I was younger in elementary school, it was like the classic thing where you go over to a friend's house, and I wasn't allowed to sleep over at friends' houses, but we watched like a scary movie, and then their older brother like scared us through the window of the like basement, and then I was like, never again. And then people would watch scary movies in college, and I was like, well, I want to hang out with everyone, so I'm gonna watch the scary movie and then get scared.
It's funny, we're talking about scary movies, and our bot is trying to like hold back all the messages.
The bot doesn't like scary movies.
Yeah. Why that plays, I don't like the gore porn style of horror movie. Yeah, that's definitely Saw, and what's the ones where they see their own death and then they're escaping it the whole time, but then everyone just like dies in really gross ways.
I don't know.
Anyways,
we don't know enough about.
Yeah. I stay away from those, generally speaking.
Not even Gremlins 2? I don't like them at all.
Final Destination. There you go. Yeah.
The one tar. We have a friend who like he can't even be in a room with the with a trailer. Like he will just like run really quickly between. So I definitely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen Gremlins. Oh,
how did we get on this topic?
I mean, you know what? This topic was because I got scared from a wire that like popped up. I was just explaining how like much of a weakling I am. Final Destination.
Oh, and then the blessing. You gave the blood. Yeah.
I own only 2 horror movies on DVD. Let the Right One In is a spin on a vampire story. Train to Busan is my favorite.
Ooh, Train to Busan's great. I guess that is a horror movie. I do like zombie movies.
Zombie!
Which Pia, actually, she just heard that song, the zombie song. I don't know if you could tell what it was, but from her little riff of it. But she heard it for the first time this week. Can you believe that?
So I thought I knew that song, and our friend, the same one who is afraid of scary movies, he always sings that song, and I thought I knew that zombie song, that Cranberry song. And then I was watching Silver Metal Tavern, and then we were like I was typing lyrics in the chat of that song, and then people were talking about it. I was like, actually, I don't think I've actually heard this song. I've only heard my friends sing it or karaoke it. So then I listened to the song. I was like, this is what it sounds like.
Legend says, I like zombie board games. Dead of Winter is great. Yeah, sound off in chat. What are some people's favorite horror board games?
Ooh.
Ones that actually kind of make you freaked out a little bit. Not like there's horror themed games, and then there's ones that are actually
board games. Do you have a board game that freaks you out?
I feel like
I love all the the Cranberries talk about that song, because this is exactly how we were talking about it, and Brina Jar's typing the lines in, and then I was like, maybe I don't know the song as well as I realized.
Yeah. I don't know if there's actually any games that like make me scared. Anything with like not social deduction, but where there's a bad guy in your midst gives me stress. Like The Thing.
The Thing is one
so
of...
we
have a really good
that's
experience
kind of
with The Thing.
scary adjacent. It's the stress of trying to figure out who the bad guy is, or if you are the bad guy. That is kind of scary when you are the bad guy in those games and you're trying to deceive
I'm
people.
always the bad guy in those games, and that's why I don't like them.
Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. Ooh, so good. So good.
Yeah. Is that the one that's green?
Green?
The one that has a green outlines in it? Is that Mansions of... Or that's House on Haunted Hill?
Mansions of Madness is the one where you went silent for...
that was the one and only time that Andrew got upset at me in a game, and he almost rage quit. That was... We each have almost rage quit. Actually, I actually rage quit, and you almost did. Tell them what happened.
So, anyone who's familiar with Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition, it's an app-assisted, generally speaking, cooperative game, Cthulhu-themed. Generally, you're like going into a mansion, solving some sort of mystery, and very, very slick app design, and it kind of acts as like the game master in a role-playing game. And like gameplay-wise, it's a lot of like role-play checks where you roll dice and either succeed or fail. And so we're playing, and you've got your health track, and just like every Cthulhu game, you also have your sanity track. And if you go insane, if you lose all your sanity, you don't lose the game, you do, but you draw an insanity card. And these cards have wildly different effects. Some of them are pretty much nothing, like it just like you can't use fire items or something like that. Just something simple. And then, but then other ones are, it changes your goal of the game to like you have to kill one of the players at the table or something along those lines. Well, we were playing this game, Pia goes insane, and then we keep playing, and then Pia is just not talking. And I'm asking her questions, and we're almost to the end, and it's a longer game, so I was thinking, like, Pia's just tired of the night, wants to go to bed. Why is she just totally checked out from this game? And I was getting frustrated. I was like, if you don't want to play, then we don't have to play. And I was about to start tearing it down.
No, you were tearing it down. You said that exactly. If you don't want to play, we don't have to play. And you started putting things away. And I was like...
Come to find out, Pia had an insanity condition that was, you can't speak for the rest of the game. So we did finish the game, and she but the thing is, the mean thing about this whole thing is there was nothing in her card that prevented her from using body language to communicate any of this. So instead, Pia was just kind of like staring at the wall, and like all of her body language was also silent and not helping with the situation. So it wasn't completely on me.
And the thing is, Andrew is like a really easygoing person. So to like push Andrew over the edge where he is like putting a game away because he thinks I am not liking it and I'm being like a little turd about it it's one of my favorite gaming moments because I feel really glad that I committed to it, but I also feel like I was mean and let Andrew.
It was a good moment.
Feel bad.
I'm happy about that moment afterwards. And then Griffdog says this War of Mine can be a terrifying and disturbing game, which I've heard. I would love to play this War of Mine. I don't know if I want to own it, because it seems like a game that is probably best played once or so. But I would love to play it at some point. Speaking of this War of Mine and Awakened Realms, anyone here is anyone here either a fan of Nemesis or in on the Kickstarter for Nemesis? Because I'm super hyped on this.
Andrew keeps showing me pictures of Nemesis. Well, like I'm working.
No,
you did. I was working, and then
time.
Andrew was like, Pia, and then he just showed me a picture of Nemesis.
I haven't played Nemesis yet, but I'm very, very hyped on it. It seems right up my alley. I know it's kind of a love it or hate it type of game because it's very thematic and a bit random, but it's got a bunch of stuff. Anyways,
wait, rewind.
Nemesis it's past the port, and it's on the ground in North America for the Kickstarter. So hopefully in the next month we'll be getting it.
Andrew's so
Very
excited.
exciting.
Why That Play said this a while ago, but I live 40 minutes outside of Busan and I haven't seen the movie. I really like that movie. Andrew and I like discussed that movie afterwards, and I won't give you any spoilers, but it was just like an interesting. I think this is what we like. It's just about any foreign language movie or any foreign movie. It's just you kind of get a little sneak peek of like the values of that country or like what they like, how they think about things. And I mean, that was one of the reasons why I really like Train to Busan, for just kind of that, like, it's just like a peek into how they see things. I don't know. I really liked it.
Tailwagging Games says that they had the same thing happen to them in Mansions of Madness with the same insanity condition. That's pretty crazy because there's a decent number of insanity conditions and they don't pop out that often, I feel like. So to get the same one is crazy.
Tailwagging Games, did your playing partners also get mad at you and start putting away the game when you stopped talking?
Were you playing 2 players? The one tar says my father's work is by a solid team. I saw it's Renegade's new Kickstarter, right? TC Games tends to be solid and well thought out, and the friends I have that play tested in when he was working on it are extremely happy it's available for them to buy.
Ooh,
cool. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I've seen the Kickstarter page just briefly, but I'm trying to buy less Kickstarters. So
almost Andrew rage quit.
Why That Play? It can take so long to play through, so it can be really frustrating to lose someone who took the bad insanity. Yes, that part of the game is very debatable for a lot of people. I know we've played it. I like it, and I think it adds to a good story, even if you play for a long game and it ends in that way. It can really rub some people the wrong way, though. We played with some of Pia's cousins before, and we chose to ignore it, I think, just because it felt pretty bad to lose on the last turn that way, which would have happened. So it seems like one of those things that the game holds together more or less fine.
But it kind of depends on the people.
To emphasize that part. But yeah, it depends on your group. Know your group.
And then Cards and Dice was talking about a game that is a good game but a depressing game. Is that the one that you guys were talking about with the? I don't know anything about it, but I'm curious about it because I think games that like facilitate those like really strong emotions are just interesting. Like they got to be doing something interesting if like people have such strong reactions.
It feels like the board game equivalent of like Grave of Fireflies, which is a
Studio
Ghibli movie about like the nuclear explosion in
Hiroshima,
and some kids that are experiencing it through their eyes.
So we
very depressing movie. This War of Mine is also about, I think, kids or a family surviving war zone.
Is this a board game?
It's a board game.
Oh.
And so it's one of those things. It's like I really want to have had that experience, and it sounds really interesting, and I feel like I would learn things. But also, it doesn't seem like it's a hard game. It's a hard sell. Be like, hey, let's have this experience. Board Game Feast has Nemesis as well. Yes,
in a month.
Yeah, this month. Can't wait. And then full disclosure, but the full disclosure bit is I won't back it even after all that until it's more widely available. People play it. It's always easy to get used copies from people. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's something I feel like you've had to learn to kind of like let go or like kind of hang back a little bit more. And that kind of I feel like you said this before. It kind of requires like experiencing that and then being like, okay, now I don't have to like get in on everything. But
Griffdog is waiting on Frostpunk. We are too. Frostpunk and Nemesis, I think, represent the most money we've spent on Kickstarters. They're both very expensive, but very, very excited for them. So
I've played a lot of hours of Frostpunk, the video game, and it's very unusual that I know a lot about, not necessarily a game, but I love that video game so much. I realize I play video games a lot. Like, I don't play a lot of video games, but the ones I play,
you go pretty deep. Tailwagging Games says that they go insane a lot, and that They're usually a pretty quiet person, so people didn't even notice. That's good. And it's harder to pull off in a 2-player game to not talk.
Oh, yeah.
But why that play? I've always wanted to tell Robin about my Kickstarters I back, and then she never cares until the game gets here. So it's a year for me of being excited and frustrated that Robin isn't. Yeah, I mean,
why that play? That's us.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's me and pretty much everyone that I know.
That's
why I back these games, and then I sometimes I'll throw it in a Discord chat with friends and stuff. But generally speaking, people aren't hyped about it until it's here.
That's why we started this stream, so we could talk to people. Or Andrew had somebody to talk about his Kickstarters with, or not even Kickstarters, just any games that people are playing.
The one tar says I don't back much Kickstarters anymore. Way too many lackluster games. Yeah. You can always get it later.
Yeah.
That's a fair take on Kickstarter, especially if you get burned a few times. Which I think early in my Kickstarter career, I've had some big successes. In time backing things on Kickstarter, like I got Gloomhaven and Scythe, and those felt really great to get because I really like those games. But then I think I got besieged by Cool Mini or Not. I ended up selling that. That was a little bit of a disappointment. Anyways,
why that play says, to be fair, the most memorable game of Mansions of Madness was one that ended to an insanity. We were talking about that actually when we were driving up to Seattle this weekend to drop off our math trade games, where we were talking about how it was something that Board Game Barrage was talking about with games, and like I don't know if it was like a good feeling or a bad feeling when you're playing a game, but I think ultimately for me, oh shoot, do you remember what we were talking about in the car? I was talking about how I don't mind having like feeling frustrated that I'm not able to do the things I want to do in a game, if there's something thematic about it, like something aggressive, like back and forth, where like Andrew took this area from me or whatnot, because I think it's more memorable than like me doing a puzzle poorly. Like I think I realized, I was telling Andrew, like there are hard games like Calico that are that are a really big puzzle, and I enjoy it, and it's not that it's a bad game, but I will talk to people about games that are more like head to head, or like we're like vying for various positions, or Andrew takes my troops or whatnot, just because there is like that interpersonal take that type thing. But I know that's not everyone's favorite thing, but when talking about things that are memorable, sometimes it's the more random thing, or sometimes it's the meaner thing. And I think, I think I'm in certain moods. There's some games that I'm like, if Andrew takes any of this area from me, I'm going to be so frustrated. So we don't pick those games on those days.
The stories that come out, I think those games with high conflict that are meaner, they create some of the best stories. And just like Board Game Feast, was it? Cards and Dice. No, who said this? Just saw it. It's up there. Why that play said Mansion Madness. My most memorable game of Mansion Madness is the one that ended in insanity. So yeah, it can be in the moment more frustrating, but I think the story that lives on from there is half the fun for me sometimes. So,
but that's just us. We
It's
just like tragic
yeah.
board game ends. We're like, and then we couldn't do the thing.
Cards and Dice and Board Game Feast are talking about ISS Vanguard, also by Awakened Realms. It's a cooperative game. And I got in on the lowest pledge level for it. And then I was going to wait for it to develop more to see if I wanted to invest further. But also, what did they say about it? Yeah, it probably won't be till 2022. Board Game Feast says they canceled their pledge because they put Elon Musk in it. Sometimes I don't follow too closely. I didn't realize that. And is it straight up? Is it Elon Musk, or is it like a Elon Musk type character like Cool Mini or Not sometimes does? Anyways, yeah, that's weird. He's a super villain, so why would you put him in a game?
I try to only back on average one game a month. Currently, I have 11 or so
Undelivered.
in undelivered queue. Yeah, Andrew always is like, it's weird to me because or not weird to me, but you're like, it's something that I get to be excited about later. And I'm like, but I think I don't have the patience. So I'm like, I want it now.
It's fun to follow along. And then you,
Yeah.
like, especially this last year, I feel like I've learned a ton about just, like, global distribution of goods from Kickstarters, because it's like, you know, the whole shipping shortage that's been happening this year, the actual container shortage, because China exports way more than they import, and ships are not willing to pay for empty containers to go back to China.
Whoa.
And so there's a container shortage, and that's driving up the prices and putting a huge choke point for containers. And so everything over the holidays was totally backed up. And so I've got like 3 or 4 Kickstarters, I think, coming this month. And they were all stuff that was originally planned to come between January and now.
Whoa.
But they got held up because of shipping stuff. But now that that's resolved, there's like cardboard shortages. I don't know. There's other shortages happening. And it's just really interesting to see all the ripple effects of COVID and that stuff I would never learn about otherwise. So that's fun for me to hear that stuff is not. I don't like that it's happening, but it's interesting for me, I guess.
Legend says that they're home with pizza and the print and play, and they got their board game check. Pretty cool. Shipping is my nightmare.
Yeah. Board Game Feast says, I found async games to be great for dynamic group storytelling. That's super memorable. If you can find the right group for them. They canceled the plans. They told, that's kind of gross feeling. Board Game Feast about Elon Musk.
Oh yeah,
in the game.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then asynchronous games have been a lot of fun during COVID.
Yeah, so sorry that we were so slow. Board Game Feast. I realized I was like we started that game right when I was finishing. I mean, this can't be right, but right when I was going back to work, because I like to imagine. I was like, I have time for this, and I was like, why did I do this? I was holding up everybody, but I love async games.
And the one said, here's the thing you don't know: we're running low on pallets. There's a global pallet shortage.
Whoa!
I believe it. That is wild, and just to think, like a couple of years ago, all the pallets that you see burning. You know, people use pallets as firewood, at least in this area they do. Anyways, last week I got all my Marvel United, and it's way better than just the core game. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I've heard that the expansions are really good. And I have a friend who got in on that one. I'm very excited to play some of their stuff.
Who?
Derek.
Oh, that's awesome.
Johnny Deathhawk, I'm the same, Pia. Casey says, this game is so cool, and I'm neat. When do I get it? She says, 2025. Yeah, that's like anything by Peterson Games right now. It's like they have, their dates are insanely far out, and then they're not even hitting those dates. So I backed Glorantha, the Gods War, which is kind of the sequel to Cthulhu Wars, which is one of my favorite games. And oh my gosh, I backed it over a year ago, and it's still over a year out. Who knows? Anyways, all right.
Oh, that makes sense now. Board Game Feast says asymmetric. There it goes. I was like async. I was like, how are you able to do a cool story with async? Tell us about it, Board Game.
I didn't fully understand it, but that makes a lot more sense.
I was like, maybe we're playing async games wrong. Asymmetric for sure. I'm starting to burn out on them.
And then Wantar, the container issue affects our European shipments. Yes. And then of course there's the Suez Canal thing, and then the Wantar. I like Root, but only with groups that are all hardcore, so each player learning their own thing. Yeah, you need people who are curious about learning and understanding the rules for Root to work. Because if you are playing with people who don't want to kind of look up the rules for themselves and kind of understand their faction on their own a bit, it's gonna be a tough one, because you can't just other games where you can just watch other people's turns and get it and pick it up as you go it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So,
what's an asymmetric game that we've played that I mean War of the Ring is an example of one that, again, speaking of rage quitting, that's the one I actually rage quit, but I just couldn't handle being the Fellowship. So next time we play, I'm going to be the bad guys, and I'm going to start off with a lot of power, and it's going to feel real great, and I'm going to find those hobbits.
All right. In the entrance of going to bed tonight, we are going to start switching over to the game here. So we're playing Ragusa tonight.
Ragusa.
Speaking of Kickstarter, this is the first in a series of Euro games by Braincracked Games. And this one was also published by Capstone Games. And oh, you guys play games.
And Uncle Jojo and Rudy Red are not here.
Oh shoot! I didn't turn those off.
Their ghosts are
they were
hanging around right
week.
here.
Yeah. So this game is kind of worker placement. It's not workers, but we've got these little houses, and we place them anywhere on these squares, and then you see that there's 3 hexes around them. Each of those hexes is a different action or a resource, and your 1 worker spot is represents getting things from all 3 of those locations, and so anything in the city is a typical worker placement type action, and then everything outside the city is resources that are on these fun little cards. And so if this is here, that would be 3. I would have 3 grapes. Anyways, our goal here is to gather commodities, which are these things, and either sell them for their value, which is up here, or ship them away in these ships, and get the stars that are on those ships. We go until we've built all our buildings. That's pretty much the game. One cool thing about the actions is most of the actions, after you've built your first building that's next to, let's say, the winery, the more buildings you put around the winery, the stronger that action gets, or the more times you get to do that action. So if you fully surround a hex, then you could potentially do the action up to 6 times with 1 worker or 1 building. So. And
Brainager asks, what drew y'all to Ragusa?
Great question. I think initially it was Capstone Games. I got it quite a while ago, back when it came out. I think it was soon after the Estates came out, which was the game that kind of introduced me to Capstone Games. And I saw... And
we that year, we played a lot of Estates. It, hit just the right, weight for our friend group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Estates is a really
weight and interaction.
Mm-hmm. And then when I read up about it, they were talking about the innovative worker placement mechanic, about the comboing with the placing on each of these spaces, and all of that sounded really fun. I liked the art style. It doesn't necessarily look super unique. It's not like a necessarily crazy unique art style, but it is just well done and pretty clear, and
it feels very streamlined.
Yeah, it feels very streamlined. The gameplay feels streamlined. And yeah, that's kind of what initially... And then the reviews were pretty positive on it as well. So all of that kind of added up to my kind of new hype for Capstone Games. And then just seeing that it was kind of a medium to lighter weight game with some interesting things going on with the worker placement. I
feel like too, this is a type of game where you start experiencing the combos early, so you start feeling that gratification early. And I think as a game that I can see us playing with not newer, but kind of more friends who aren't super into games. I am really excited to play this with a couple of friends, just because I feel like it shows worker placement, what's fun about worker placement very soon after you start playing. I remember playing it and getting the rules and then starting to feel like I was strategizing, and I don't know. I have friends, or we have friends that I feel like they want that experience of strategizing sooner, so that they feel like they're playing the game because they don't like learning games, and I don't like learning games. I Out of the two of us, I don't like it, and so I think that's the limiting factor with games. I mean, the streaming has really helped force me to play like more games. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Would you say that? Well, we'll just show you.
Yeah. Also, it says 2019 in the on the Board Game Geek page. Sorry, the link doesn't work in our bot response, but
the bot is wrong.
The bot is wrong. 2019, which for some reason I was thinking 2018, but maybe that's when they started hyping it or started talking about it.
And we have little objective cards that I think are pretty good in terms of they're pretty manageable. I think sometimes there's some games that have a lot of objective cards, and with gamers that are newer to board games, I feel like these objective cards can get confusing because they're feeling like they're torn a lot of different directions. And I feel like it's a very manageable like amount of like, oh, this can help guide me, but I don't have to be. I'm not.
Yeah, you can get
to
more at this location.
Totally, yeah. But I think you draw 3 and then you get to pick one, and I feel like they're pretty like I knew exactly what I could be working on when I first learned it because it's pretty clear. The what's it called? The like iconography was clear. I understood where I could get that resource if I get extra points for that resource. Like, I don't know, there's something about it that makes me feel like I wish this game was around when I was first learning this type of mechanism.
Can you move the water bottle?
Yes.
Also, Grizzly Diz in the chat, twerk team. Where does that emote from?
I love
That's
it.
awesome. Anyways, yeah, the two villains, Dr. Octopus and Mysterio, were way better than core villains. Oh, you guys are talking about Marvel.
Doc Ock.
The Marvel game.
I
can't think of the name. It's somewhere in the chat. Anyways.
Marvel United.
Marvel United. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew, do you want to do the first turn? And talk out your turn because I just need a little refresher.
Okay. So, to be able to build anything in the rural districts, you need at least 1 wood resource. And to build anything in the city districts, you need at least 1 stone resource. And so that means my first turn I have to place my building next to one of these wood resources because you can allocate the resource that you're gaining when you do that. So I'm going to go here, which gains me and the resources that appear on the outside of this, it's worth noting, they are kind of like represent your supply line, so they never decrease. That just puts me at level 1 on wood, level 1 on olives, and level 1 in the fishes. Nice. And that happens because
you placed
right here, which is next to the fish wood and the olives there. So that means on any given hex in the rural areas, I can have up to 1 building. I still can't have a building in the city because I don't have stone.
And I like thematically that makes sense to me in terms of like you have to make wood to be building in the rural area and then stone in the like city within city limits. And then stone.
Don't let any wood into this city.
No, it's just like they're like, no, we need our buildings to be built with.
Also, there is a wall that can be built around the city throughout the game, and you get points for having a longer wall.
Bye, Beyond Dead.
Thanks for joining us.
And thanks for the lurk. The one tar. And Grizzly Diz says he streams digital board games, the world famous Pump Tutors. That's where that that emote comes from.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I really like the weight of this game. It was so... I feel bad because you've owned this game for a while, Andrew. But
Me too.
it's just hard. It just doesn't really stand out because it's just another kind of farming resource type thing. So I think we were just drawn to the other styles of game. And then when I was playing this, I was like, oh, I like how smooth this is.
So I've leveled my wood to 2, my stone to 1. I got a bit of silver. Here we go.
What's up? Okay, I'm gonna go here because this gets me fish, grapes, and I have a stone, so I can build there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
But you have olives. So you get to do the olive action right now. So it's the number of buildings she has around this olive action plus times the number of her olive resources. So that's 1 times 1. So you get 1 olive oil commodity.
And where is that? Oh, there it is. Sorry.
This one. So 1 of those, which is good to get right now because
we make it
the
olive oil
is worth a lot.
Yeah, it's
Currently,
a hot
it's a hot
commodity. So there's the grapes.
Mm-hmm.
1, and then there, and then okay.
All right, and I am going to go. Oh shoot. I'm gonna go here. So I can do 2 buildings around a hex now in the rural areas because I have 2 wood already. That gets me another olive, another stone, which now allows me to have 2 buildings inside the city, and another silver.
Legends, how was your pizza? And also, are you what games are you thinking about getting with your stimulus/board game check? And also, kind of, what do you do to kind of find the games that you like? Do you watch YouTube? I love that question that Brain Jar asked about what drew us to Ragusa. I'm always curious about how people hear about games. Usually, I don't know how you find your games.
I find my games either
through Board Game Barrage.
Board Game Barrage, Shut Up and Sit Down.
I find them through Andrew.
Sometimes just board game stores. When a new game pops up, I'll be like, "What's that?" And then of course Kickstarter, and which then leads me to Board Game Co. on the YouTubes. Quackalope, which those ones are kind of like if I've exhausted all the media from the previous ones, I'll get to those guys.
Do you like cross-reference? Like you're like, oh, I'm interested in this, and then I'm gonna keep looking up more stuff, or like what do you tend to?
Board Game Twitter, that's another great place, Brandon Jar. YouTube, podcast, and Board Game Twitter. I like hearing cross references. So for a good example is the game Paleo, which I'm sure a few of you have heard about. It's a Z-Man cooperative game, and Shut Up and Sit Down came out with a glowing review for it, and then a little while later, Board Game Barrage covered it, and they did not like it at all. So I think that's actually pretty common between the 2 of them. So I feel like having those 2 as being my main sources for game information helps me like understand what a game is going to be like.
Oh, totally.
I don't fully agree with either of them. Obviously, I wouldn't fully agree with anyone, but
because you're your own person,
I'm my
Andrew.
own person. But like Nemesis is one where Shut Up and Sit Down really enjoyed Nemesis, and Board Game Barrage hated Nemesis, and so I looked into it and realized it is exactly the type of game that I would enjoy.
Yeah,
but I also understand why Board Game Barrage doesn't like it. So.
Well, and I think good reviewers help you understand what is distinct about a game, and therefore why you would like it or not like it. And I think that's what I like. When you're watching people consistently, you understand their tastes as well. And I think that's like I don't know, that's something that I've also enjoyed on Twitch. And maybe this is like Andrew does a lot more of the board game researching, and I just like hearing from people about what they're playing on chat. And I think that's because I prefer the interaction of like asking people about the games they're playing back and forth, while you like the information like being shared with you kind of unilaterally. Because I think you understand your taste and also kind of our friend group's taste better. But
all right, so
wait, how'd you do that?
You paid
you paid an oil to get
paid
that.
an oil. I gained an oil from here. I got a fish, and I went to the market, and then this flips up, and oil goes down.
No!
Value 1, but then it goes up 2 in value.
Yeah.
It's in 3 value range now.
Ooh.
Legend says I'm gonna. Someone redeemed suggest a poll. This Legends DM.
Ooh.
Let's get a poll going here.
And as Andrew does that, I have to think for a little while. So I'm gonna go here. So I have 2 times 2, so that's 4. So I'm at 6 now. And then I also get 2 fish. 1, 2. And okay.
Just like let me type in.
Oh yeah, as Andrew does the poll. Ooh, Legends, that's fun. I wonder if can I like respond to the poll as well? Okay. Now that I know my own taste better, I can definitely figure out from my favorite reviewers whether it will be something I like or dislike.
All right, so for everyone who, I think everyone in chat probably knows, but Legends is playing Marvel United and wants help with picking the villain that they're going to play against. So those are the options in the poll, so help them out.
Oh man, I want to be able to vote. Okay, if it's close, I'm going to weigh in.
Yeah, when I started started getting into board games, it was like if Shut Up and Sit Down recommended it, I was 100% in. Now they definitely do a good job at selling the idea of a game, but I can say no a lot easier to their suggestions.
Yeah, Board Game Feast, the job of reviewers is provide information to let people make an informed decision for themselves. It's your turn.
No. Oh. Did you get the oil from when I activated the
oil no, I did not. So I got 1. And then, I didn't get the oil because I get to...
Wait, you have 6
no. I did that wrong.
Already?
I did that wrong. Sorry. That was 4, because I had 2. I got 4 times 4.
You have currently...
I have
1, 2.
So 2
those
times
don't
2. Oh, 2 okay.
Times... It was 2 times 1. So you got 2.
But I just placed that.
From my turn, when I activated
Oh, okay. So how much did I get? Sorry.
2 at that point. And now it's your turn, and you. And
I went here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then how much oil is that? That's 4, right?
It's 2 times 2. Yeah.
4. So I have 8.
Dang.
Sorry, I moved the olives instead of the oil press.
Yeah.
This is processed, and this is just
come
on. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Why that play? I definitely prefer playthroughs. I did not know this about myself until the pandemic when Andrew really wanted to play more board games, and I think I have like the focus for a review, for like a 2-minute review or like a really quick read, and then afterwards I'm like, I don't know. But when I'm watching people play, I'm like, oh, that's what a turn feels like. I think that's like all I can like mentally like, because we have so many games, and I usually enjoy the games Andrew plays.
I'm gonna sell my oil for 3 points and gain 2 fish.
Oh man, this poll is long. Legends has to pick.
It's the same length as all our polls. We got to give people time to vote.
Okay, my turn. Mm-hmm. I am gonna go.
I can say the word no. Casey doesn't understand the concept.
That's how I feel.
I've
Johnny
never played
Depp.
United, abstaining from the vote.
What is the... Okay, so Andrew, where do I need to go to sell my oil? It's the wharf, right?
Yes, I just did that. So you get one sell per house that you have there. So you can currently sell one.
I don't want you to sell anything, but I can't
sell.
avoid that, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go here. So you get to sell one. So I sell one like this for the price of 3.
Yep.
He moved me up 3.
3.
And then I get 2 fishes.
You get 1 fish.
But I'm... Oh, I see.
If you want 2 fishes, you'd have to go there.
Can I do that instead?
Sure.
And then...
Pretty messed up, though.
Play that forgiveness moment. I
we haven't had a forgiveness moment for a while. Let's do it.
That wasn't too bad. Anyways, you can do it because I missed Josiah's dancing.
All right. Everyone get ready for the forgiveness moment. It's happening. Pia needs to be forgiven. And that's the forgiveness moment.
Why that play?
Thanks for joining. Oh, and why that play? Did they already leave? Dang it.
Why that play?
Oh, because I haven't signed on to Apex recently. We're gonna play some Apex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I need to search for you on Apex because apparently there's a ton of people with my name in there.
Well, you'll just have to follow up afterwards. Electro is the winner.
60%. Dang.
People want Electro. And Brain Jar, yes, that is Uncle Jojo. That we were in Bellingham there, and he was just decided to do a dance. You know. He's from the landlocked, Chicago, and he just, saw the ocean and decided to dance. I don't really know if that's the real thing. But we videotaped him. I was doing I don't know if people are familiar.
Oil, by the way.
Familiar with the
the walls.
Familiar with the app Second of the Day, but I was filming random parts of my day, 1 second of it, and that was one of the seconds. And then Andrew was like, I'm going to make this our stream notification because we have this footage.
Well, we kept talking about forgiveness moments. I don't know where that came from, but we just started mentioning them and we thought it was funny. So. Well,
you know what? It was because I realized how much we do our take C backsies now that since we started streaming. So this is, do I get 4 as well here? Cool. Very cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just sitting on all of this. Okay. And it's my turn.
Yeah.
And then did you build your wall?
Oh. I just got the walls out. Where am I building this? Put my wall there.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
Whoa.
Grapes and wood.
I read my first Craven Spider-Man comic in 1988 in an airport on the way to Disneyland. Craven eats a spider and this is cut off a little bit. And it won't spoil the ending, but it scared me.
Scarred me.
Scarred me.
Scarred and scared, probably. Yeah. Johnny Depp. I think you've said that, but never associated. Oh, yes, totally. Yeah, because Uncle Jojo has played Godfather with us before. And yeah, so we've definitely enjoyed, he's been a good person to
3 points.
Play games with. Because he's hilarious. Bye, Board Game Feast. Beat my solo game of Chai 2. Gotta run.
Ooh,
Bye,
nice.
babies. Chai. Actually, that sounds
Yeah, I can't
like
wait for
something
Chai
good
to
to-
arrive. Is it arriving soon?
People tell me
I'm late back to that one, so I don't get updates for it.
you are not told what's happening.
I mean, I have to like really look for the information.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I think what I'll do, I can't. Ooh, I'm gonna go here.
Gonna go where? You'll notice none of us has used any of these towers yet. These go on top of the buildings like this. If I were to try to extend my wall, I could take control of that part. It's the most aggressive part of the game. We haven't really played much of the aggressive part of this game. Last time I was very aggressive with my wall.
So I'm gonna go here.
Shoot, Pia keeps getting into places first.
And I'm going
So you get a
to
grape.
Grape, and then
Silver bars. One silver
another
bar.
silver here. And then can you give me a wall token?
Where do you put that wall?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Okay.
That wall could be mine.
I'll be right back.
The wall could be mine. Where did Pia go? How should I cheat, chat? What should I do? Tell me. All right, we go until these houses are out. So we each have 12 houses. And then 2 of these super houses. These super houses are pretty cool. Mess with her houses. Yeah, what should I do here? She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pia, you have a ton of houses that you shouldn't have.
I shouldn't?
You should have started with 12 houses.
Yeah?
You have 7 out here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 13. You need to return a house.
Oh, sorry.
Messed up. Cheating. Although I was trying to cheat while you were gone, so.
Whoa. At least you're honest about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
That prank turned serious. I was trying to cheat, and I discovered Pia cheating. It was messed up.
Prank her by moving her points up. Mess with her houses. Oh, I see how you thought you were messing with me. So then, what are these gray
They're like
ones?
the super houses. They've got they activate a bunch of spots.
Oh, so. This is again another example of Pia's messy player board side and Andrew.
It doesn't make any sense because Pia's the clean one of the two of us, or she can't handle a mess, but she somehow can handle one in games. They're called powerhouses.
Powerhouse.
There can only be one powerhouse on a given hex.
Okay.
Powerhouses don't require stone or wood to be built. Powerhouses only trigger the city actions, and the player that places a powerhouse will get all of the actions from the hexes where the house was placed, regardless of the color of the houses already placed. Oh, so you can use...
Wait, I don't get that.
So, if I place this powerhouse here, I would get to do this action. You know, I build one extra wall for myself, one for my powerhouse, but I'd also build one.
Oh, so you get the power of the...
It's as if the other person's houses are also yours.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Okay, I need to remember that.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's very, very, very cool.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And just to remind me...
Which, I'm going to go here. I'm going to get another fish. 7. Got a lot of fish over here. I'm going to do my fishmonger action. I get a point for every 2 fish that I have. So that is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then, do I get to do that twice now that I have 2 houses? I do like 6.
Whoa, that would be crazy.
Look at the fishmonger again. It's been a while. Each house on the fishmonger immediately scores 1 victory point per 2 fishes. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I want that to happen for me. So, Currently, Andrew, just to double check.
And then I sell a 2 oils for 6 more points. Making some strides.
Okay. So these are the limiting things. Like, I cannot build in the rural areas on hexes more than 3, right?
You can't build on the same hex. So this one, you can build one more. Yeah.
And then I maxed out unless I increase my wood.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'm going to go here. And I'm going to get my fish. I'm going to, so that's that. I'm going to do that fishmonger thing. So I get 3 points. Can you move me up 3, Andrew?
Yes.
Oh no, is this going to trigger you as well?
Where are you going? Here?
Oh no.
Here? The fishmonger?
No,
oh, yeah.
no. I can't undo that now. And then, because I need to do the market action. It's like something I need to do right now. So I will go and pay.
We both were talking about going for fishes in our strategy this turn. Wait, what are you doing in the market?
I'm here at the market, right? I get to pay.
Yeah. But so you did you went there though, right?
Yes.
So we both okay. Anyways, you do your things. So
yeah.
I'm gonna do a market too.
Quit jumping into my turn. I gotta finish my turn.
I'm doing things on your turn though.
I know. You're just stealing my thunder. I'm doing something cool. Stop talking about the cool things you're gonna do.
Okay, do your market action. I'll do my market.
Okay, I'm gonna buy this fancy fabric. 3.
Oh dang. 4 points.
2, 3.
Mm-hmm. And then that lowers the value of.
And then can you move me up
oil.
4?
1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will get this one for 2 points. And that brings the value of the oil down even further. And these all slide. And wine goes up 1 value. And wine goes up 2 value.
Whoa.
Wine. It's the new.
What's up, wine? Okay.
The new thing. That was your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So that was your market. And then we do your fishmonger. So how many fish do you have?
I have 6.
So you get 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
This is.
And I get 6 points.
The battle versus Electro has begun. Legends. Let us know.
I need more.
Give us the play-by-play.
Stone.
I need more stone too. I can't build into the city very much more. Mm-hmm. In the spots I want to build.
I'm going here. So that gives me a wood, which now I have 3 wood, so I can do that. 3 stone and 3 silver.
Nice. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna go and get a fish. I'm gonna get an olive. And I'm going to do a winery action. So I have 4. So 4 times 1 is 4. So I make 4 wine.
Oh, shoot. Why do I have my stone up
and
in my
you
area?
are up. Nick Fury, Nova, and Quicksilver. Nova? Who's Nova? Nova
from Marvel? I don't know.
Is Nova the sister of... No, that's Nebula.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Legends, if you're available, please let me know who Nova is. Nova. I'm trying to think.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Nova.
I'm going to...
I thought I could... I feel like this is a trivia situation right now. Who is Nova in the Marvel universe?
I'm going to go...
Oh gosh, I haven't been thinking about this. This is a...
Here. Which is going to get me 3 silver bars. It's going to give me 1 of these parapets. here.
Oh my gosh, Andrew, get out of there. This is what happened last time.
You also get to do your silver thing.
My silver thing?
Yeah.
Where did you go? I don't know where you went.
Here.
Oh, okay, silver. So I have 1 silver. So I just get 1. Okay. I'm gonna go...
Demoy, he is playing Marvel United. You missed we did a poll to see which villain that they would be going up against. Yeah.
Fighting.
And Demoy, I want to play Marvel United. I've been hearing great things. I've especially been hearing great things about all the expansions.
So Andrew...
Demoy, I voted on that, but wasn't clear as what you were voting.
So Andrew, I get... Does this mean I get 3 stone?
You have 3 stone now. Yeah.
Okay, so 5, and
I mean, not 3 more.
Oh,
you
I
get
can
1 more.
Oh, 1 more.
Yeah.
3, and then 5, and I move up 5 there, and then I move up on oil. Okay. I don't know if that was a good move. Okay.
Very interesting. All right.
Oh, Deadpan says he's part of Nova Corps, I believe. That would make sense. And Nova Corps is part of, what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy, from what I recall.
Oh, yeah. Well. What am I doing here? Okay, I'm going here. And I am going to get 2 more fishies. Oh. It stops at 8. So at any point, I can spend 2 fish, 3 fish, or 4 fish to, and this is really at any point to get either silver, a stone, or a wood or other resource. So I'm going to spend, so I was at 7, I spend 2, get to 5, and then that brings me back to 7 to gain a stone, right? Oh, that's 3. So, there. Does that make sense to you? So at any point, you can exchange fish for one other resources. So if I had when I went here, I would have then had more fish than I could hold. And so before I went there, I spent some fish and then went there. Does that make sense?
See.
And then I will do my market action, which you also get to do. Oh, I get to do 2 market actions. You get to do 1. So my first market action is going to be spending a silver to get this, which is, it's actually 2 silvers. That's 4 victory points. 2. And then I will spend 1 oil to gain that and 2 victory points. And then you get to do a market action.
Okay. I'm gonna go with this one where I spend 3, 1, 2, 3, to move me up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to get this. And
Moy says, I haven't touched the expansions yet. The base game was a little disappointing, so I just haven't cracked it open yet. Legends, are you playing the base game or the expansion? And he says, the next board game session I can bring the Infinity Gauntlet expansion.
Oh
you
my
play
God.
with 3 or 4 rounds to finish it, and rounds are quick.
And Deadpan explained that the game shines more with the expansions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard the expansions are really good, which they did kind of make everyone wait for the expansions. But
if you got them, then you can enjoy them. Yeah, but that is a bummer that the base game is kind of on the basic end.
The thing is, though, it's very much a family weight game.
Oh,
so
got it.
I think it's kind of supposed to be. And I saw Eric Lang posting about it, and he was talking about how, because he used to work for Cool Mini or Not, and he was saying that how cool it was to see there to be a family weight lifestyle game. And lifestyle games.
What's a lifestyle?
Lifestyle game is like Gloomhaven or X-Wing, or games where it's like it's someone's one game and there's just a ton of content. So there's so much content for it that it's not necessarily part of a larger game collection, but it tends to be like the one
you can dive deep.
You can dive very deep into it and spend a lot of money on it, but also
find probably a lot of players.
So there seemed to be that was not a market before, and Marvel United really kind of cracked open this potential market of a family weight game, but also being a lifestyle game. So
yeah,
that's kind of cool. It is very expensive though, which it's kind of like that's cool probably on the marketing industry side, just to know that there is demand for something like that, but also it's a little intimidating to get into. Although just the base game I think is only $30 or $40. You don't have to get everything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and maybe it has to start that way because people have to try it out and see if they like it before they go into that. Yeah, but I mean, X-Wing was a game that was like probably a good example of like you and the Moy and other people kind of got into. They definitely played more than you afterwards, but it was like a fun one because there's like a community around it. I don't think any other game that you owned had anything like that. But anyways, is it my turn? Or
yeah.
I think it was your turn. Oh, because I got to do an action.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then all the market things
slide
popped. They slide. Wine is getting more valued.
Brain Jar, thanks for the lurk. Finishing up meal prep. Ordering out steak. That sounds great. Prepping all afternoon.
We're rushing towards the end here. I think we got 3
easier. Yeah,
turns
this
left.
game is almost done.
It is your turn then, because I only have...
We did some meal prep today too. Well, not meal prep, but we got some groceries. Okay, let's see. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna go...
Legends. I'm playing a Nova card game called I Am the Help. Interesting.
2. That's not what I want to do.
Our wall fight has been much less aggressive this game.
No, because I have other things I want to do. Let's see.
What am I going to do with my last 3 actions?
I can't believe it's I mean, this almost game, over.
The ending sneaks up on you quick.
So I'm going to go there. And I'm going to do oil press.
Ooh, me too. So you get 3 times 4. So a lot. You max out on your oil, I think.
Oh, I do? Well.
2 times 2.
So I max out there.
Oil.
And then this is... Oh,
That's
shoot.
your wine.
And then this is for later, right? This is end game. Andrew, this is later.
Yeah, end game.
And then market is the last thing, and I'm going to do...
get 2 market buys. And then the Moy says, I bought Streets of Rage 4 on the Switch finally. We're playing that earlier with the stream on the computer. Oh, ooh! Nice. And then you get 4 points for that. I have that on PlayStation. We bought it to play it with a friend, and then we never scheduled to play it with them. But are you both playing Streets of Rage, or is that just you, Moy?
Oh, and Moy, you actually, you've met this friend. This is the person we were gonna play it with was with Zach. Yeah. Right? Zach. We were trying to play it. You know what happened? It was early
pandemic. And yeah. It's up to 4 locally. Nice.
Ooh, very interesting.
I still maybe I could. I wonder who I could play with. I every once in a while I'll see it in my library and I'm like, I still want to play that.
Zach does not ring a bell. Laura's spouse.
Laura, who you used to work with.
Zach, rock climbing Zach. No, that's all right.
It's fine, yeah.
It's just like completely like
Yeah, we were gonna play that early pandemic because he was super into it.
and then the timing just didn't line up.
Yeah, the timing just didn't line up, and everyone was thinking about a lot of things during that time. So
yeah, early pandemic. What a weird time. Anyways,
you went. My turn. I'm gonna hit.
Oh yeah. So, never mind.
I'm gonna hit the fishmonger. So this one only pops once. Doesn't matter how many things are around it. And then.
Oh. I'm more excited. Just texting Laura the other day.
Oh, nice! That's awesome. I get 1, 2, 3, 4 wharf actions. So I'm gonna sell.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
1 silver for 1 point. And then. Oh wait, actually no. I'm gonna take that back. I'm just gonna sell 4 oils for 2 points each. So 8 points. And then fishmonger 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12 points.
Oh my goodness. This is not good. This is not 54. Good. This is not good.
The combos in this game are wild.
I don't know what I've been doing. I don't know what I've been doing. I'm gonna go. So you can sell anything? Does it make the thing go down? It does make the thing go down.
No. What are you talking about?
If I go here to the wharf.
Yeah, you sell these 3 things.
You know what? I should do it because...
But you only sell as many as you have actions for.
Well, what if I go here? Then
yeah.
I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actions.
Mm-hmm. So
do you
sell 5?
But does the other person get to do the actions using the powerhouse?
Oh yeah, actually you.
Oh,
so go back.
Okay. Rewind.
So you got to sell. I don't think you used the powerhouse. It's just kind of a blank spot, but maybe. Let's find out. Powerhouse.
One sell.
There's only 2 of them, and they only exist in the 2-player version of the game.
Wine.
So it's a little easy to forget.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you when a regular house is placed, then you get to use it.
Okay. So I did
2.
3. I had 2?
You get 2 cells.
Because I get this one as well?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm going to sell the other wine and do 3. 1, 2, 3. Does that thing move down?
No.
Okay.
Did we not replace this?
No. Doesn't look like it.
Silver goes up 1.
I
wouldn't have changed
And
anything.
then my turn. I'm gonna... Let's see. Whew. Sorry, now I'm just not sure how I'm gonna get the most points.
We've only got 3 actions left.
I know. That's what is completely surprising me. Because if I go here, then I get to sell. Here's my question, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
If I go here,
mm-hmm.
I get to do these 2, but I don't get to do this because this doesn't own.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like kind of a lame.
But you do 5 fishmongers at 3 points each, so it's 15 points.
Okay, let's
and
do
then
that.
You also get to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so I have. So this is 15 points.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then market actions. I need to spend the stuff because what's the point of having it without anything, right? So this is, I'm buying this.
Yeah, and this end game thing is for sets of all three.
Oh,
so
I did not realize that. Okay, so there's that for 1 oil, and oil goes down. So that's 2 points, right? 1, 2, and then I get to do another market action. How many market actions can I do?
5. Cool.
If I don't have enough money for it, so oh, actually, cost of, yeah, I won't have enough. 1, 1, 2.
Yeah, so it's down on the there and down here. So this goes down 1. This goes down 1.
And then 2 oils. 1, 2. Can you do 1 oil down for 1?
2 points. You're not gonna do that?
I don't have the silver. Oh, I have 1. I have 1. Cool.
Not to help you.
Whoa, look at that. That was great. That felt great.
So 1 up on the oil.
It's just the last
1
scramble.
up on the wine. Oh, the wine is really valuable right now. 2 up on the silver. And 1 up on the oil.
Whoa. Oops.
All right, so I've got 2 last actions. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get 1 more of these bad boys. And I'm gonna do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 is 18.
Oh my gosh.
54, 64, 72.
I don't think that's crazy. And the fish doesn't go away. Like it just stays stable. Ugh. I don't know how I'm gonna catch up. Let's see.
Depends on in-game scoring and what you can do in these next couple turns here.
So what if I go here? So I get to build
2 of these.
Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna go here.
So that gets you one of those.
Okay, 1 or
1.
I don't get these 3 because
see that little symbol there. That's
oh, well, that sucks. Do I?
I mean, that's what I've been getting this whole time.
This
Look
is
at all these.
this is really, this one's so dumb.
Is it?
It's just so disappointing. And then
I don't believe that at all. You've got a smile on your face.
No,
it's probably gonna give you like 30
disappointing. And then I'm gonna do the wharf action, and so I can sell any number or the 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But can I send? Is it sets or is it any number of those?
5 cells. No
1,
sets.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's 2, so it's 5 more points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is there get to a certain point of the night, Pia, where you just forget how to play the game you've been playing?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you know these rules. You've been doing it this whole
I'm
game.
just devastated by the really bad draw I just got.
Oh, I mean, I could check if that's how you draw it.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm gonna check.
I know that it's not gonna be good.
You're too hard on yourself at this point in the game, Pia.
Oh, Brain Jar said we just got a bunch of groceries. I don't want them to go bad. We just haven't had time on work nights to cook anymore. Man, ain't that just the way?
You draw 2 bonuses and choose 1.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay, that's better than the one I drew.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
Guarantee it. All right, my final action. What's it gonna be? I'm gonna go. That's kind of a waste. Oh my gosh. I really can't do much for my last one. Well, I'm gonna go here and gain...
Legends, game over. Electro zapped all the locations. No, Legends.
2 walls.
That was messed up of Electro.
And it is your turn. The final turn of the game.
Final turn. Here we go. I don't know what I can do. Probably the thing I need to do. Okay, what is the largest resource? Okay, it's my wine. I'm gonna go here. So I'm just gonna get a random thing.
Why? Anyways.
Wait, why would I do that? Because I want this. That's what I'm trying to get.
Okay.
Why? Can you help me?
It doesn't really make any sense, but...
Well, what should I do? Should I block? I'm trying to...
Yeah, you could block me. You could slice my wall in the middle or something.
Like right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to help you do that, but...
And
I don't want you to just do random actions just to do random actions.
This is the time where the chaos starts. No, I want to do, I'm mostly just trying to do the winery action. So I have 2, and then I have 5. So I have 10 wine. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm getting these 2.
Pick one.
And then...
That was a pretty messed up move you just did right there.
What?
That you covered my house there. Blocks my wall.
You blocked my wall first.
You didn't have a wall.
You shot first.
All right, game's over. Then we score walls. So your longest wall section. So yours is here. So you get 2 points. 1, 2. Mine is here. So I get 1, 2, 3 points. I would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points though. That would have been nice.
Wait, can you explain to me how these work? Because I don't get it.
What do you mean?
Like how...
It's your longest uninterrupted wall segment, and you get 1 point for each piece in the wall segment.
So like this and
so
this.
In this case, my longest wall segment would have been from here to here. Because it's all blue. Does that make sense?
But it's not. Oh, because
this covers that.
It overrides it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so I would have gotten all of those, which would have been
I
7
did not
points.
pay attention to that because I was not building the wall.
Yeah, I think you were actively not paying attention to that because I've explained it to you a few times. So I'm going to leave that one on you. So you split mine in the middle.
Got it.
So you didn't do anything to gain anything for yourself, but since you were there, you could hurt me.
Just what I want.
And then Cathedral. Neither of us score any points for the Cathedral.
I do.
No.
I'm here.
Yeah, but...
I don't have 3.
We don't have any sets.
Got it.
And then...
what a waste.
Then we do our endgame scores here.
Didn't.
So I've got...
Oh, no.
Vases, which I have no vases. I've got the feathers, which I do have 2 feathers, so that's 4 points. 1, 2, 3.
Feathers?
Yeah, I've got 2 feathers, and I get 2 points per
Well, let me
feather.
see these feathers. It's furs, Andrew. These are definitely furs.
They're feathers. They're feather shapes.
They're feather shaped, but that's how like fur looks when they're cut from the skin of the animal.
And what is fur? Mammal feathers.
Oh my gosh. Wrong.
All right. And then 2 points per wood, so it's 6 points. And 2 points per olive. That's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, what is this? This is... Do I have to get a set of 3? Or each?
We can look that up.
Yeah, you should look it up because I'm going to score some big points here. Watch out. 1, 2, 3. This one's lame because I didn't get very many. So disappointing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, come on. Please be what I think. Mammal feathers.
2 points for each set of one of each commodity.
2 points of each set. So
you use 0. That's 0 points.
No.
Because you have 0 silver.
No, damn it. I thought that could be it. It was my last
4
draw.
points per each of these.
Yeah, I didn't get that till really late, so I could have done
you only
more.
got so you got 4 points for it though.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have gotten.
You would have gotten a lot.
I would have gotten 12.
Brandon Ajar said needs to be added in the textbooks. Mammal feathers. You should show.
Oh, so you got 9 points for this though.
Oh.
Right. What did you get?
Oh, I only did 3. So I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It didn't catch me up, but
I win.
Andrew won with the mammal feathers. If those who are home wondering what the hell Andrew's talking about, it's these.
Tell me, is this feathers or?
Oh man, it's really hard to tell because it looks like feathers from this angle.
Feathers or furs? You
can definitely tell that it's like a leopard and a like wolf pelt. Thanks for the good game, Brain Jar. Yeah. Musashi is here.
Moose.
She did not realize she was going to be on stream. You should switch to faces. Clearly mammal feathers. The chat is with Andrew on this, but I don't know, people. Oh my gosh, Moose just is sitting like a little human. Moose does not like this mammal feathers talk.
She just wanted to come and see. She gets very lonely now that we have a kid. So she would not maybe tolerate this before.
But now she loves it.
Now she loves it.
Or maybe not loves it, but
she's fine with it.
She's still here.
I mean, she came in here wanting something along these lines because she was meowing.
She's a lot cuddlier now that we have a baby. Poor girl. She actually likes him. She smells his feet and smells his head when he's lying down. Doing tummy time.
What?
Moose is trying to replace the actual baby. Yeah. Nick Fury and his team is back for game 2. Are you going to be fighting the same person? Electro Legends?
Oh.
It's hard to tell. It kind of does look like feathers. Yeah, the shape of it, it's very confusing what they're trying to do.
With that piece of art. Also, what did you think of the game second playthrough?
For second playthrough, I don't know how I lost so bad because we were neck and neck last time. What was I doing? I felt like I played...
I really hit the fishmonger pretty hard. I was getting a ton of points for that. Although you did get some points for it.
Yeah, I think I was giving you points by going there too. I think I should have given up on that.
Yeah.
That's probably... Because it looked so fun.
It was pretty fun. And then that also got me market actions.
Mm-hmm.
I was just controlling the coastal ports here.
I think that was the hard part. I had some really good opportunities to sell for in the market, and it felt really bad to not place any of my buildings here, because that would be a great combo for me, but I think ultimately it was a good combo for you, and I shouldn't have done that.
If you neglecting silver was your downfall.
No, but the thing here, Andrew, is I did not get this till probably 2 more turns or something, and that's like what came out. So I would have.
But if you had silver, if you even had gotten silver to there, you would have scored 8 points for that one. Because for the sets,
over it,
and then you would have had maybe.
Oh, I guess so. I guess I could have gone here.
You could have probably at least tied me up if you'd.
Yeah, but then that would trigger. That's the hard part. I don't usually.
But the fields don't trigger anything for me.
Oh, you're right. It's only in the city because it is more dense and you are affecting other people in the city a lot more. That's the story I want to tell.
Moy says, I've missed a lot of the recent streams. How's the new stream PC working out? I mean, you can see that there's no image tearing happening every few seconds.
Or like flashes of yellow. Well, you should tell...
We haven't like frozen every...
No, you should tell the Moy about the percent that you noticed. I don't really know what it means.
So it tells you the CPU usage during. So we're gonna talk shop here, stream for a minute. We got a new
Cue the
computer.
alert. Shop talk. Da-na-na.
Yeah, we got a computer to be able to stream with better, more consistently.
Also, my laptop, which I got for grad school, is like on its last leg.
Yeah. It was a great laptop for the time.
For work.
And
for some video games, but it was not wanting to do what we were trying to make it do.
Mm-hmm. And so when we were streaming, the CPU percentage that it was using would fluctuate between 20 and 60%, depending on if we were using a transition or anything along those lines. How many overlays we had, cameras, whatnot. And now it fluctuates between 2 and 3% of the CPU being used.
So wait, say that one more time.
So on the laptop, the CPU, which is the computer, would be using 20 to 60% of its power to manage our stream.
Oh man!
Currently, it uses 2 to 4%. I think 2 to 4%.
Wait, can you do a transition? Is that the one that would like made it spike? I want to look now. Sorry, we're gonna just mess with the. Oh yeah, 4.5 for that transition, and then it's going back down. And then, sorry, this is gonna be really annoying for anyone who's currently watching.
Go back here. Also, it was not an option on that computer to open up Chrome while we were streaming because it would just freeze the whole thing for about 5 to 10 seconds. So, anyways, all that has been solved with this computer. Now we also have the option to stream video games. Which...
So you can watch Mediocre Frostpunk, the video game, before Frostpunk, the board game, comes out. I love Frostpunk.
Yeah. I'm thinking of streaming Mass Effect. So tell us what you all think in the chat, because I have to decide whether or not I'm going to get on computer, PlayStation.
You have to decide. I feel like you already decided what you want.
No, well, it really depends on a few other things. A few other people. So I'm thinking about it.
Andrew might be playing Mass Effect with a friend. The same friend that he played Mass Effect with the first time came around. Is this a new Mass Effect?
No, it's the old one, but remastered. So the graphics are updated.
Remastered.
Yeah. That gets it to 100. Let's test this baby out.
That's true. I wonder what it's like.
Well, Ruel in the stream.
Hi, Ruel. Thanks for subscribing.
Yes. And of course, you get a blessing from the Monkey King. You want me to do it?
Ruel.
Do you want me to switch scenes? Okay.
Thank you for the subscription. May you have no more boba shortage down in Southern California, and maybe some good. I realize my head is like where the Monkey King is.
I mean, that's appropriate, right?
May you have some good halo with really good thinly shaved ice. If you like halo, I really like and will go to great lengths for some really finely shaved ice in my halo when we're in the Philippines, at least. I just had boba today.
Oh, yes. And as always, the chat says, "Long live the Monkey King." Thank you, Ruel.
The Moy says, "Full renegade." That would be wild if Andrew just went full renegade on Mass Effect.
I can't get behind the going 100%. I have to know the situation and then choose what I'm going to do from there. Because if I decide beforehand, it takes the fun out of it for me.
That's true.
Yeah, the fun is in the deciding what to do in the moral dilemmas that Mass Effect gives you.
The moral dilemmas, yeah.
And discussing it, so it's very situation by situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it requires renegade approach. Sometimes it requires a Paragon approach. But
Andrew's very situational.
Yeah.
A true 9.
A true 9.
True Enneagram
Take
9.
things as they come. Don't decide beforehand.
Ruel, we recently had, when we went over to an uncle and aunt's house, it's not halo halo, but it was like a shaved ice with buko pandan, and it was very good. I am so on buko pandan unless it's made by my uncle, which feels like a very Filipino way to be like, my family member makes the best one and other places don't do a very good job. But we had it, and like it wasn't with halo halo, but it was with like shaved ice, and it was really tasty. But you really like buko pandan.
Buko pandan's great.
Especially if the
But I've really
fresh.
only had your uncle's.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think I've had like subpar buko pandan before, and then so I'm like, oh, I need to tread carefully because not all buko pandan is
It's made equal.
Made equal. Rochelle made melon the other day, and it's so refreshing. Yeah, I bet also over in your end, that stuff is like very, very it hits the spot in a different way. Here, it's still about 65 degrees. We went on a walk, and I still double layer. And some people think that's crazy. I have a goal of just never be cold. So...
It's a life motto more than a goal. Goal is like underselling it for you.
That's true. It's a life motto. I'm not in a bad mood, but I do let everyone know that I'm feeling cold.
She does.
It got up in the 90s. Man, I just feel like whenever I hear people in warm areas, I think, why are we here in the cold? And then Andrew's like, it's not really that cold, and we get a lot of nice greenery here because of our rain and mild climate. And that's true. But,
Alright, so I'm clicking around looking for a place to raid.
I can't see from this far, so you're gonna have to make a decision.
Yeah.
Never be cold is the way to live.
So we've got...
Never be
I'm going to show PR 2 options. Where would you like to raid?
We should go to Time Roller.
I think they are not...
Oh
wait, no, they're mature audience.
Scales not by
They've not started.
one. Oh no,
yet.
they haven't started yet. So we should go to Bonzonator.
Yeah, let's do that.
And they're playing a game that I'm very curious about. Just in time for the raid. That's right, K-Pax.
Woo! Get on the right raid train.
Ooh, Ruel, if you're still here, the other day for Mother's Day, Andrew made mango float for the first time, and we tried to bring some, or we were thinking about bringing some to K-Pax, but the baby wanted to go to bed, so we couldn't swing by and drop it. But mango float is a mango graham cracker cream type dish. I often have it during Christmas, and I think it is like a kind of around the holidays. But I realized one of the reasons why mango float is so popular is that it feels like you're making a cake without all that work, and also not everyone has ovens in the Philippines, so it's like a way to make kind of like an oven, not an oven, but like a layered type of dish that feels, I don't know if you would say it's not like cake-like, yes. Yeah. And love all things mango. Us too. My mom helped us figure out what type of mango we should be buying here, because I feel like I struck out too many times not buying the right mango. She also helped us learn she taught me how to make mango sticky rice in a fast version of it.
To say the least, it was a very good time with Pia's family, which I don't think we've chatted with you, Ruel, since your family left.
Yeah, but we had sokolati with the sweet
which is really
rice.
Just listing all the food that we ate.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ruel, my family came into town. These are the foods list of the foods that we ate. I need to learn. Yeah, my mom has like a trick on how to make it so you can make it quickly. And because I think she's like, you can do it the long way, but we just don't have time for that. Yeah, no, it's great. I feel like when they were in town, she taught us a couple of recipes, and she was like, "This is the practical way to make it when you have like when you are working and have children and stuff." I was like, "Well, this is nice." She's like, "Or else you would just buy it in the Philippines. Like you would buy it from someone who's good at making it." So, but anyways, actually, we chatted long enough. Oh yeah, Temroller's still not on yet, so we'll go to Bonds since we haven't gone yet. Mango sticky rice is fantastic. Yeah, I love it. And now that I know how to make it, it's gonna be our midday snack, our merienda. All right, we're gonna start the raid. Thanks everyone for spending some time with us. Yeah. We will see you over at Bonzinators.
Yeah, she's playing
Role Player,
which I've been really curious about. So
because Legends told us about it.
All right, see you over there. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna put it on.
Why me?